Hey everybody, what's going on? Okay, so this is gonna be week 4 of the NFL picks. Now last week, week 3, I ended up going 6-10, which in real case scenarios in the NFL, you're not making the playoffs. So let's just start this whole thing out. You got the Miami Dolphins going into Cincinnati. Dolphins finally won a game last week against the Cleveland Browns. Then almost lost. Should have lost, maybe. Held on because Cleveland missed the field goal as time expired. So it sent it to overtime and Miami ended up scoring a touchdown. And then you got Cincinnati who's coming off that loss against Denver at home. Cincinnati's at home again. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati to beat the Dolphins at home. Um, because I don't know how good Miami's defense really is, and I think Jeremy Hill might have a good game. And it's on a short week because it's on a Thursday night. They're both on a short week, but I just think at home Cincinnati would win. If it was in Miami, it might be the Dolphins that would win. But it's not, so I'm going with the home team, Cincinnati. Okay, so the Sunday slate of games, you got the Atlanta Falcons traveling or hosting at home the Carolina Panthers. Now, even at home, Carolina is the favorite over Atlanta. Atlanta played very well offensively against the New Orleans Saints. Matt Ryan has had 2 touchdowns in the game and did not have an interception. He still does not have one. Cam Newton last week got sacked like 8 times in their loss against Minnesota. They got the tight end Greg Olsen. Atlanta's defense is still not that very good. Not that good. Carolina is okay. It's not as good as last season. Um, I will actually take the home team here. I believe that Atlanta will win. I think their offense will make enough plays, and Cam Newton will struggle because they don't really have a running back. I mean, you got Curtis Artis Payne, I guess, running it now because Jonathan Stewart's injured and yeah, I mean, Atlanta, you got Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman. You got Julio, who only had 1 catch last week against New Orleans on Monday night. But it doesn't matter because the Falcons have more weapons this time around. And the Falcons, if everybody remembers, when Carolina was undefeated last season, who was the team that beat them when they were undefeated? It was the Atlanta Falcons. Now I know Carolina lost in the Super Bowl, but they weren't undefeated then. But so yeah, Atlanta will win this game. Now this game it's at 6:30 in the morning from London. Now, if you're a fan of these teams, you might get up to watch them. If you're not, you're probably gonna sleep and not really care about this game. But I'm on here doing picks, so I'm going to pick this game. So, yeah, Indianapolis versus Jacksonville. This could be a game Jacksonville might be able to pull out. Jacksonville might be able to win. And, Indianapolis 2.5 point favorites. Andrew looked pretty good last week against San Diego. Jacksonville lost a close one to Baltimore. I'm going to actually go with Jacksonville to pull out the win in London over the Colts. And I'm just going to say that I think maybe the Jackson will come out with more fire this time because they got so close last week and they seem to be everybody's predicted breakout team possibly this season, but they haven't shown it yet. But they'll win against Indianapolis. The next game I'm picking from is Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Texans. Now Mariota's having a decent season. Houston's doing pretty good, I guess. They lost J.J. Watt, and he might be out for the rest of the season. No one knows. He injured his back. I'm gonna actually go with Tennessee to pull off the upset in Houston and shock Houston, and yeah. Now this one is you got Cleveland Browns going up against Washington. They're traveling to Maryland to face the Redskins. Now Redskins came back last week and beat the New York Giants after looking horrible the first 2 weeks. Now Browns, of course, everybody knows is 0-3. Terrell Pryor is a beast wide receiver right now. Isaiah Crowell, the running back's doing okay. Kirk Cousins is not doing as well. I'm gonna go. I know Redskins are favored by 7.5, but I'm gonna go with the Browns to actually win a game. The Browns could come into Washington D.C. and shock the Redskins. Although I don't know if you could really call it a shock because it's not really. Now, the Browns will win. The next game is the Seattle Seahawks traveling to East Rutherford, New Jersey, MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Jets. Last week, the Jets, Ryan Fitzpatrick had 6 interceptions thrown. That's horrible. If anyone had him in fantasy last week, I feel bad for you last week because he might have cost you games the week. He might cost you a win. Then you had Seahawks beat down the 49ers last week. Although you did see Wilson get injured again. First week, Wilson injured his ankle. Okay, well, this last week, Wilson injured his knee. Wilson has an MCL sprain. They're 2.5-point favorites in this game. Now, they're not giving anybody any hope right now. Or they're saying Wilson should be good to go. I would be hesitant to believe that, only because you never know. You get hit one more time in that knee, and his season could be done. So, on normal occasion, I would probably say the Seahawks would win, but if I'm going by the fact that I don't know how healthy Wilson's going to be coming this week, I'm going to actually take the Jets in this one at home to beat the Seahawks. It will be a close game, probably within a field goal, but I think in the end the Jets will win. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I don't believe Wilson is that healthy right now. So, yeah, Seahawks will lose. The next one will be the Buffalo Bills going to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. Now, Patriots have been winning without Tom Brady. I don't know how they've been doing it. Buffalo's been horrible. They did beat Arizona. Arizona did beat the they lost to New England and Buffalo. So, but in this game, I know they say Garoppolo and Brissett both practice, but I will take the Patriots at home because I don't believe Buffalo's defense will be up for the challenge. Now I know they could win, Do I think so? No. Rex Ryan has problems facing the Patriots. He has beaten them before, though, when he was with the Jets. Um, I think last year with Buffalo once, but that's not going to happen this year. New England will win. The next one you got Oakland Raiders going up against Baltimore. Now Oakland is traveling to Baltimore. Take on the surprising 3-0 Ravens, who are 3.5-point favorite. I will go with the Oakland Raiders to win. The next game is the Detroit Lions going to Chicago. Now, this could be a close game because both teams' defense are not very good. Chicago's defense has a lot of injuries, um, and their offense isn't very good either. So I'll go with Detroit to win this game. The next one is the Denver Broncos going down to Tampa. I believe Denver will win this game. You got the better running backs in Denver. Quarterback play is a lot better. Defense is a lot better. Tampa Bay doesn't have their main running back. They just released Austin Seferian-Jenkins because of a arrest or whatever. You had Graham Winston, but he didn't look that great last week against the Rams. Struggled. Denver looks good. They beat Cincinnati. Denver will end up winning. This one is a tough one. It's a division game. Arizona has looked disappointing so far. They're at home. They lost to New England, so they're 0-1 at home. They're going up against the LA Rams. LA Rams beat Tampa Bay last week. They beat Seattle 2 weeks ago. And do I think they'll beat Arizona? I actually do not think that Arizona will hold up the fort at home. They will beat the LA Rams. I think Carson Palmer will play a little bit better. Their running backs will be a little bit better. Todd Gurley really hasn't done much yet for the Rams, and I still don't believe in Case Keenum as much as I thought I did before in the past. Larry Fitzgerald, the Hall of Fame wide receiver for sure. They will come in and hang on and win at home against the Rams. The next one is the New Orleans Saints traveling over to San Diego, where Drew Brees used to play with the Chargers. Chargers are 4-point favorites at home. I will say that the Chargers will win this game in a shootout. Their defense will just make enough plays in the end to hang on. Chargers at home. The next one is Dallas Cowboys traveling to San Francisco. Now, this could be a game where anybody could win. Dak Prescott has played very well so far. 49ers looked good in the first week against the Rams, but since then, they haven't looked very good. I believe Dallas will win this game because I think Dallas looks a little bit better. Prescott is playing very well. Ezekiel Elliott has been running the ball like they thought he would. Cole Beasley's been the leading target. Dez Bryant is possibly not playing in this game, but I believe Dallas has enough weapons around Prescott that they will beat the 49ers on the road. So here we go with the Sunday night game. You got Kansas City traveling over to Pittsburgh. Now, I think if anybody remembers, I believe last year Pittsburgh lost to Kansas City when it was in Kansas City. I think Pittsburgh will return the favor and win at home in Pittsburgh. You got Antonio Brown, who stepped up last week even though they got blown out by the Eagles. D'Angelo Williams has been running the ball very well. Roethlisberger has been playing well. But this week they Steelers get Le'Veon Bell back. So that should help him out. And I know when he was suspended last year, his first game back, they gave it to him 23 times. I think they'll be feeding him. Pittsburgh will beat Kansas City at home. Now here we go with the Monday night game. You got the New York Giants going to Minnesota. Minnesota's been very good so far. Defensively, they've been a surprise without AP, without Bridgewater. But I'm going to go with the Giants to surprise them, and Giants will win at Minnesota. And yeah, Giants will win. So that's what I think. Giants win. So we'll see how I do next week. We'll see how I do for week 4. And when I do week 5, I'll let everybody know next week how I did for this week's game. So we'll find out how I do. Until then, peace.